winning. Lately I've been too afraid to admit it. Pushing the weight of the world on my shoulders, I don't even know how I'm dealing. Feel like a part of me missing, and I've been looking around, but it's not in my vision. All that I got is earned, not given, but I feel locked down like my brain in prison. Spend a couple thousand to ease my mind, then I get it back, but I know I'm not fine. Everything built up all over time, but I gotta let it out, I can't hold it inside. Keep a smile on my face when they looking at me, but I know that's my only disguise. I be trying to get away from my problems. Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. I'm starting to feel like I've been under pressure. I'm keeping my foot on their neck, I won't let up. I know when I fall down, I gotta just get up. I brush it all off, I'm better than ever. Been through a lot, but I'm never gonna settle. Know that I've been heating up like a kettle. Thinking back when I was studying dental, now I got plaques coming on the way, that's special. Yeah, they all come from my spot, but I never stop moving. Gotta do more when I feel like I'm losing. Putting in work, that's the only solution. You the only one who you really be fooling. Damn, trying to find peace inside my head. I've been talking to God, but I'm left on red. I ain't got time to be feeling upset, so I keep doing my best. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them.
Getting life insurance can be confusing, expensive, and time-consuming. But Ethos is life insurance built with you in mind. That means no medical exams, and our online application can be completed in about 10 minutes, with many applicants getting same-day coverage from top-rated carriers. With Ethos, you spend less time sorting through a confusing application process and more time with the loved ones you want to protect. Go to ethoslife.com today to apply in minutes. That's ethoslife.com. Ethos Technologies, Inc. operates in California as Ethos Life Insurance Services, not available in all states, and price is subject to underwriting and certain health questions.
We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, run it up, made a lot, but that's not enough. Got the labels all calling us, talking to me, but I hang it up, cause I got my fans and I'm proud of us. Never do it for the cameras, song a week and that's stamina. Keep it going, I'm an animal, I unleash when they let me loose. I've been ready since like 02, getting my bread, now how about you? 100% that's all I do, so now please don't talk about me. Sold out shows, that's all I see, yeah they said no I in team, so I gotta be MVP. Come on. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, never getting too cozy, cause they all coming for me. Used to sleep on a rollaway, now the whole team got the rollies. Roll deep in the Suburban, backseat and she working. This the life that I dreamed about when I could've paid a room service. Now it's electric curtains, but I still just scratch the surface. I'ma get right back to working, till I get my mom's the Birkin, till I get my pops the new bands, till I get my bro a few M's, till I got the whole fam, they ain't never gotta go to work again. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games, we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need. When it come down to it, I'm a bad on me. Let me tell you right now, I'm the realest. Ain't nobody else ever do it like I did it. I ain't really had a competition in a minute, and a lot of other rappers out here flying spirit. I'ma stay consistent.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, July 19th, 2021. I got a pretty good show ready for you guys today on this Monday. I have quite a few baseball games today. Then we'll talk some NFL, talk some win totals, maybe make the playoff probabilities. Right now, baseball's really about the only sport going. You got one more NBA or Game 6 of the NBA Finals. That's tomorrow night. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. Give a shout out to Bazanji for the music. Check his page out. All right. Well, we'll start with baseball, and then we'll go from there. All right. First game up for the baseball today. You have the Minnesota Twins against at the Chicago White Sox. White Sox are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 235 money line. Twins are plus 194 money line. Over under for this game is at 7. This is a game 1 of a doubleheader. Twins are 1-7 in doubleheaders this season. And the Twins have Jax on the mound. Jax has an ERA of 8.66. The Twins are 17-34 against teams with winning records. The White Sox are 35-15 at home. They're a totally different team at home than they are away. They have Lynn on the mound for them tonight. Lynn's had a real solid first half of the season. He's 9-3 with an ERA of 1.99, and opponents are hitting 167 off of him. And this will be a 7-inning game since it's part of a doubleheader. I think Lynn will have a chance maybe to pitch all 7. I think he'll go pretty deep into the game, and because of that, I like the White Sox. That's minus 235 money line. At that price, I'd probably use them in a parlay, or in a parlay. But I like the White Sox minus the 1.5 on the red line. The next game we have Boston Red Sox at the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays are minus 1.5 on the run line. Minus 136 money line. Red Sox are plus 116 money line. And the over-under for this game is set at 10.5. You have Pivetta on the mound for the Red Sox. He has an ERA of 5.34 over his last 6 starts. Toronto has Stripling on the mound. He got off to a rough start, but he's been pitching better here the last few weeks. Over his last 7 outings, he has a 3.58 ERA. Also, Pivetta, last time he pitched against the Blue Jays, he gave up 6 runs in 5 innings. I lean toward the Blue Jays here, just because I think the Blue Jays have the better part of the pitching matchup. Both these offenses can score some runs. but I would lean toward the Blue Jays. 10.5. Both these, I'd probably stay away from the total. I would lean toward the over just because both these teams usually score some runs, but 10.5 is a little too much for me. But yes, on that game, I would lean toward the Blue Jays. Next game is the Rangers at the Tigers. Rangers are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 108 money line. Detroit is minus 108 money line as well, and the over/under for this game is at 8.5. The Rangers have lost 5 in a row. They do have their best pitcher on the mound today in Gibson, but last week Gibson gave up 5 runs against Detroit in his last start and before the break, and I believe that was at home as well. Tigers have Mize on the mound. Mize has been solid, but Detroit's been managing his innings. He ain't went over like past 4 or 5 innings yet. This is another one of them close games. I lean toward the Tigers here, just because Rangers don't have much offense. Detroit's been playing a little better, but yeah, I would lean toward the Tigers on that game. Next game we have. The Baltimore Orioles against the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 290 money line. Orioles are plus 235 money line. And the over/under for this game is set at 9. You have Watkins on the mound for the Orioles. This is the 3rd start of his career. So far, he has a 1.74 ERA in 10 innings. So he hasn't got off to too bad of a start. The Rays have Yarborough on the mound. Yarborough has a 3.35 career ERA versus Baltimore. Rays are 6-0 versus the Orioles this season. And 5 of the 6 games they played this season, they won by multiple runs. I like the Rays in this game. I'll take the Rays the minus 1.5 run line, just because the money line is so steep. Next game, we have the Cincinnati Reds against the New York Mets. Reds are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 118 money line. Mets are plus $1 money line, and the over/under is 11. I like the Reds in this game, but if you keep up with this show, you know I'm a diehard Cincinnati Reds fan. But that's not the only reason I like the Reds in this game. Eichhoff's going to be on the mound for the Mets. Has struggled in his 3 starts this season. Mets are 0-3 when he pitches, and the Mets are 20-28 on the road. Reds just got swept by the Brewers coming out of the break. Didn't manage to score a run yesterday at all. I look for Reds usually average around six runs a game at home. I think the Reds offense gets back on track today. Gutierrez is on the mound for the Reds. He's been solid this season for the Reds. Been a big surprise actually for a rookie. He has stepped up and pitched, made some big starts for the Reds. Also, Castellanos could be back today. That'd be a big boost as well. I like the Reds money line at minus 118. Okay, next game we have would be the Indians at the Astros. Astros are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 220 money line. Cleveland is plus 184 money line. Over/under is set at 9. Okay, okay, there it is. Maya has a 8.88 ERA in 25 innings of work this season. And Greinke's on the mound. Greinke's on the mound for the Astros. Just because of the, I mean, well, not just because Indians offense can get going sometimes and be dangerous, but with this pitching matchup with Greinke on the mound, uh, I like I like the Astros. They're at minus 220, so that'd be one I either play the run line or maybe using the parlay. Next game we have is the Chicago Cubs at the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals are, Cubs are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 110 money line. Cardinals are minus 106 money line, and the over under for this game is set at 9. Mills is on the mound for the Cubs. He has an ERA of 4.84. Opponents are batting 275 off of him. Woodford's making his first start of the season. He's been coming out of the bullpen, but he has been a starter before. I would lean toward the Cubs. Or no, actually, no, wait. Yeah, I would lean toward the Cubs in this game. Just because I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of this guy making his first start. Next game, we have the Pirates at the Diamondbacks. Pirates are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 102 money line. Diamondbacks are minus 116 money line. Over under for this game is at 9.5. Pirates have been playing a little better here as of late. This is another game that's basically a pick 'em, but I would lean toward Pittsburgh in this game. You got the Angels at the Athletics. Angels are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 106 money line. Oakland is minus 110 money line. Over under for this game is set at 8. You have Ohtani on the mound for the Angels and Irvin on the mound for the Athletics. I like Oakland in this game at home. I think this is a good spot for Oakland. Maybe be able to jump on Ohtani some. He had a bit. He had a busy All-Star break week. He wasn't able to really rest. Then the home run derby, then pitched in the game, then batted. So I would lean toward Oakland in this game. Next game is the Giants at the Dodgers. The Dodgers are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 132 money line. Giants are plus 112 money line, and the over-under for this game is set at 8. Gosman's on the mound for the Giants. You have Gonsolin on the mound for the Dodgers. This is a matchup of two of the better teams in the National League. And you got the over-unders at 8. I like the Giants in this game at plus 112 with Gosman on the mound. Gosman's been having a good season for the Giants, so I would lean toward lean toward the Giants there. All right. That's all the baseball games for today. We'll go through a few other things, and then we'll come back around and I'll give you my picks of the day. All right, we don't have a basketball game tonight. But Game 6 of the NBA Finals will be tomorrow night. Excuse me. Tomorrow night at 9:10 Eastern Time. This game is back. This game will be in Milwaukee. Milwaukee has a chance to close out at home. The Bucks are minus 5-point favorites. They're 5-point favorites. Minus 210 on the money line. Suns are plus 176 on the money line. And the over-under for this game is set at 222. I like the Suns. I know the Bucks have won 2 in a row. Hey, the Bucks don't, but or 3 in a row. Suns have won or Bucks have won 3 in a row. Somebody has to step up for the Suns. Booker has had 2 back-to-back 40 games. Chris Paul had 20, but turnovers have been killing the Suns. I think the Suns are going to bounce back here and force a Game 7. They might even, who knows, they might even get a little help from the referees on doing that. But I like the Suns plus the 5 points. You give me 5 points because I think it's going to be another close game like Game 5 was. And I also like the over. Over hit the first 2 games of the series. I think it hit. I think the over is actually 3-2 now. So I like the over 222. I know 3 of the games this season have won, or this finals. Yeah, 3 out of the 5 games have been over 222. Okay. All right, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back and talk some NFL futures. But before we take this short break, don't forget we are live Monday through Friday now, starting this week at 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. Football season's about to start. That means things are going to start picking up. But right now we have baseball, and we'll talk NFL futures and some other bets and stuff. So come, make sure you join us for that. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. Come join us. Usually always a pretty entertaining conversation. Follow us on social media at Gonzo Sports Room on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can find me on Twitter at Chris Gonzalez or at Gonzalez Sports. Check out our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room. You can find Easy Money Show there and GSR there. And please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you would like just to listen to the audio version, podcast version of this show, you can find this show and GSR both on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Breakercast. At most places you get your podcasts, you can find us. Also, we now have merch. Go check out our merch store at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch, or in the video description here, you can click on the link. Also, the website's up here at the top, and it's also down in comes across in the ticker. And one more thing before we go on break, we will be live let's see, where is it? Be live Friday night at 7 o'clock for Bare Knuckle FC 19. We'll be live on YouTube and Twitch with that. It's Van Zandt versus Ostovich. We'll be live for that on Friday night, and then we will be live Saturday night with live reaction to UFC Fight Night, Sandahagen and Dillashaw, and we'll be live Saturday at 7 for the prelims. Or no, 7 o'clock is the main card. Prelims are at 4. We're going to be live at 3, around 3:30 for the prelims. But we're going to take a short little break while we're on break and enjoy a few of these clips off our YouTube page. And we'll see you here in just a couple minutes. That guillotine.
Yeah.
And once your arms get dead, dude, them punches look like they're in slow motion.
Yeah, it reminded me of that famous Chris Gonzalez fight at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
I got in there and fought a dude as big as Brandon. I weigh 123, supposed to be fighting 138. I've been drinking since like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I can't believe you did that, dude. I'd have did anything to see that. I'd have did anything to see it.
Well, they went and got me shorts and shit. I quit drinking, started drinking Coke. And we went upstairs, and I changed.
Started drinking Coke.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't drink water.
Just put a cigarette out.
We're upstairs in this room, and I'm getting warmed up. They said, okay, some music comes on, and it was him coming out, but I couldn't see him because there was a big fucking backboard from like a basketball goal when you walked out of that room. So they play my music, and I'm walking down the stairs, and I look up in the cage, dude.
Get Chris feel the
And
floor
this
shaking.
motherfucker, Brandon size, so he's about 155, 160 pounds. Talking about he was 138. But I'm thinking, I'm walking to the cage, you know what I mean? Music's on, everybody's looking at me. I was like, well, I got to fight the motherfucker now, or I'm going to look like a little bitch. So I get in there, dude, I had boxers on. They bring me a cup. I didn't have a jock strap or nothing. So me and my Uncle Steve, which is these two's dad, we went in the bathroom and we switched underwear. I took his underwear. He had some fucking whitey tighties.
Dad known for wearing the whitey tighties.
Hey, I put them motherfuckers on, put on the MMA shorts, shoved that cup in there. We're fighting, middle of the fight, the fucking cup falls out. Oh, shit. I said, oh, that's mine. I put it back in. We started fighting again. Dude, I had no business being there. First round, I tried to take him down. We kept bouncing off the cage, and he got me down and had my back, and I was fucking like balled up, almost in the fucking fetal position. He elbowed me 3 times on my fucking ear. Hurt like a motherfucker. But I felt him go up again. I'm like, you're not doing that shit again. So I turned into him, got a single leg, and I got my hips under me. I picked him up, slammed him, got him in the rear naked choke, and the fucking bell went off for the end of the first round. I was dead, dude. I rolled over, and I was laying there. And
Chris said, hand me a cigarette.
Damn, I need a cigarette right now.
dude, like right here.
It's over. Throw in the towel.
Yeah, like right here beside, on the other side of the cage was my Uncle Steve and this guy I worked with when I was working at the prison. And they threw me a bottle of water. I'm still laying there. I didn't even get up. I was like, leaned over a little bit, got a drink of water, threw it back to him. Ref said, you ready? I said, yeah. I stood up and they rang the bell. Well, my Uncle Steve was telling me in the corner the whole time. He said, he knows you're going to shoot because that guy's coach was Steve Fritz. You two might not know him. I think Brandon might. He might be old enough to know him, but he was a wrestler for Southside. Well, he was running this, like one of them MMA school things.
Yeah.
And he was this guy's coach. And he was telling that guy, he's a wrestler, stay away from him. So getting ready to start that second round, Steve goes, hey, he knows you're going to shoot. Fake a shot and punch him. So I go fake a shot, get ready to punch. Next thing I know, here comes a fucking head kick.
Oh, shit.
Well, I catch the leg and take him down, but I end up in a triangle choke. And I couldn't fucking breathe, but I circled out of it, blasted this motherfucker right in the nose, and looked at the ref and said, I'm done. They rang the fucking bell. I got the last hit in, so I'm done. They rang the bell. I got the fuck out of there, dude. My buddy was waiting in the cage side, handing me a beer.
Handed him a beer,
Dude, I was so fucking hot. So I went outside. This is like in November here in Indiana. It was cold as fuck. And I'm sitting outside in nothing but them fucking MMA shorts and a beer sitting beside me. I still felt like 100 degrees. Finally, I cooled off, went and changed, watched the rest of. Cause I was like the third, fourth fight of the night. There was still a bunch of fights to watch. So we watched all the fights. Hell, we ended up going to a bar. After that, I woke up next day, had My neck was purple. My ear was purple. I couldn't hardly turn my head. It was fun, though.
Moral of the story, people, is Indiana MMA has come a long way, and I think Casey Kenny has proved that.
Casey Kenny's representing.
And also,
for us.
the other moral is don't get drunk and get in the fucking cage.
No.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking.
Sounded like it hit a fucking pole or something too. Did we just catch gunshots live on the stream?
Hell yeah, we did.
From the mean streets of Muncie, Indiana, on a Friday night, we
On
hear
the
about
south side.
we hear about 10 pop, 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 pop. Yes, that you heard right. It was some live gunshots on.
Are we hearing a car drive by? Yep. And that was a Kia Soul, wasn't it? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If we got a, you know what I'm saying?
It sounded like they were driving that way.
That car just kind of sped that way. That was a Kia Soul, and they looked like they had the lights off.
A car stopped at the corner there. I think it backed up and came. See what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
That was awful damn close, dude. That was like, I mean, that was close.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right, welcome back to the show, Easy Money, a sports betting show. We're going to talk some NFL future bets right now, and then I'll go back through and give out my picks of the day. Let's start in the AFC. You have the Buffalo Bills as a favorite at -150. Miami Dolphins are the second favorite at +310. Then you have the Patriots at +350. And the New York Jets at +2100. This is to win the division. Of course, the Bills are the favorites. I think New England's going to surprise some people. I think I would actually put New England probably ahead of Miami. But yeah, I like Buffalo at -150 to win the AFC East. But I do think New England's going to be a lot better this year than they were last year. I know they still have Newton as a quarterback, or Jones if he comes in later, but everybody forgets they had a lot of players opt out last year because of the pandemic and didn't play. I think there was like 8 or 9 players, and they were good players. So they get them back, plus the players that they brought in from free agency. I think, and through the draft as well. I think New England's going to be better than they were last year. I would put them ahead of Miami myself. But I would still say the Bills are the favorite to win the AFC East. Then we have the AFC North. This is going to should be a fun division to watch. You have the Ravens as the favorite at +115, Browns at +145, Steelers at +440, and then the Cincinnati Bengals at +2300. I like Cleveland to win this division. I would put them ahead of Baltimore. So I definitely like the Browns at the +145. I would have Cleveland as the favorite. Ravens would be my next pick. Then, of course, the Steelers, and then the Bengals. If the Bengals defense is improved, I think they're going to be good because of Burrow. But I just think the Browns are have the best roster in this division, and I think with this new coach they got, he knows how to use the roster. And now they're in going to be the second year with his system in place. I look for Baker Mayfield to have a big year this year. I like the Browns to win this division at +145. All right, next division, the AFC South. The favorite is the Indianapolis Colts at +110. Tennessee Titans are next at plus 115. Jaguars at plus 700. And you have the Houston Texans at plus 2,700. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be probably a little partial in this because as you can tell behind me, I'm a big Indianapolis Colts fan. But I like the Colts to win this division, but the Titans are going to be right. The Titans, I think it's going to be between the Colts and the Titans, in my opinion. Jacksonville, I think it's going to be better this year, but I look for them to be better, more of a threat next year after they have a year under Urban Meyer's system and Urban Meyer figuring out a little bit of the differences in the NFL compared to college. So I would favor the Colts because of that. Or no. But I mean, that's why I'd put the Colts and Titans over the Jaguars, but I would put the Jags over the Texans. Tennessee's a tough team. Tannehill's been playing good for them. They have a good running back in Henry. And they just added Julio Jones, so that's going to help them as well. But I like the Colts defense, and I think Carson Wentz is going to come in this year and have a good year with the Colts. So I like the Colts at the plus 110. All right, next we have the AFC West. And you have the Kansas City Chiefs are the favorite at minus 290. Next is the Chargers at plus 500, Broncos at plus 600, and the Las Vegas Raiders at plus 1,800. Of course, the Chiefs are at the top of this division. I think the Chargers are going to be good this year, but I just think the Chiefs have too much firepower on that roster. And their defense isn't that bad. So until somebody shows me that they can keep up with the Chiefs in this division, I have to go with the Chiefs at minus 290. But I do think the Chargers are going to be real competitive this season in Herbert's second year. All right, NFC East. You have the Dallas Cowboys as the favorite at plus 110. You have the Washington Football Team at plus 260, Giants at plus 400, and the Eagles are at plus 550. I like the Washington Football Team to win this division. I'm not sold on the Cowboys. I know Prescott's going to be back, but even when he was there last year and the year before, they were 8-8 teams. I like the Washington Football Team's defense. I think Fitzpatrick is going to fit in good with that offense. So I like Washington at plus 260. I think the Giants are going to be better. They're going to have Saquon back. I look for Jones to step up and have a better year this year. So I would almost favor the Giants over the Cowboys, but I definitely like the Washington Football Team to win this division. Then you have the NFC North, and you have the Packers as the favorite at plus 100, Vikings at plus 220, the Bears at plus 300, and then the Lions at plus 2,100. This is a kind of a tricky division because it all depends on what happens between the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. If Rodgers is in Green Bay, they're my pick to win this division. I think with this line being at plus $1, I think that sports books think that Rodgers isn't going to be with the Packers, because if he was with the Packers, I think they'd be a bigger favorite than this. If he's not with the Packers, I would lean with the Vikings to win this division. Back to the Packers. Next game we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next division. I mean, we have the NFC South. Buccaneers are the favorites at minus 195. Then you have the Saints at plus 320, the Falcons at plus 700, and the Carolina Panthers at plus 1100. You have to go with Tampa to win this division. They won the Super Bowl last year and brought everybody back, and they was playing with a torn ligament in his knee. So, the Saints, I can't pick the Saints to be up there just because I'm not sure what they're going to do at quarterback. Is it going to be Taysom Hill? Is it going to be Bridgewater? If they have Bridgewater at quarterback, I think the Saints are going to be right up there, but I can't put them ahead of Tampa Bay. But with Hill as quarterback, I think they could be down toward the bottom of the division. When he had Taysom Hill in at quarterback last year, Kamara was almost totally ineffective. I just think they can run the offense smoother with Winston at quarterback, and then you can bring in Hill to use him in the limited packages like you have been. But until I see what Sean Payton decides there, I'm gonna be a little skeptical on the Saints. But even no matter who he starts, I mean, I would still favor the Bucs to win this division, unless there's some unforeseen injury or something like that to happen. Then we have the NFC West. You have the 49ers as the favorite at plus 185. The Rams right behind them at plus 195. Then you got Seattle at plus 270 and the Arizona Cardinals at plus 600. This could be the right up there for the best division in football this year. If Jimmy G's healthy for San Francisco, they usually win. The Rams made improvements, brought in Stafford at quarterback. I look for the Rams to be good. Seattle, I mean, they have Russell Wilson, and they're usually always in games. And then the Cardinals made some moves in the offseason. I think they're going to be pretty good this year too. I favor the Rams in this division, though. I just think that McVay is going to be able to do a lot more stuff than what he could because of having Stafford at quarterback instead of Goff. I think that's going to allow McVay to even be more creative and a little more aggressive in his play calling. So I like the Rams in this division. All right. Well, that's all we went through all the divisions. Wednesday we'll go through. Wednesday we'll look at win totals. We'll get to the picks of the day. And all right. But before we do picks of the day, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. I went 5-0 on the UFC main card over the weekend. Hit a nice little parlay with those 5 picks as well. I've been doing pretty good on baseball as well. Steve's pretty good in basketball. And baseball, he don't watch a whole lot of baseball, so to get a better feel on it. And then also we're live Monday, Wednesday, Friday with our sports talk show, GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That show's at 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Come hang with us. It's always a good time. And also we now have merch. Go check out that merch store, please. You can find that at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. It's also in the video description. There's a link in the video description you can click on. It's also up toward the top of your screen. You can get the website, and then the website's also going through the ticker on the bottom of the screen. Okay. Picks I like today. Major League Baseball. I like the White Sox minus 1.5 over the Minnesota Twins. I like the Rays minus 1.5 on the run line over the Orioles. I like the Reds money line against the Mets. And then I like the Astros money line against the Indians. And then I like the Giants over the Dodgers money line. Those all them picks will be available on our social media account on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'll post them here in just a little bit. Also, don't forget, you can find the audio version of Easy Money and our sports talk show, Gonzo Sports Room, at Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breakercast. But anywhere you can find podcasts, you can find us. Appreciate everybody joining us, all the support we get. Don't forget, we will be live Friday night at 7:30 for the Bare Knuckle FC. It's Van Zandt against Ostovich. That starts at 8 p.m. We will be live around 7:30 for that, and then we'll also be for live reaction to that. Then we'll also be live Saturday night Saturday afternoon at 3:30 for the prelims of UFC Fight Night. Sandhagen versus Dillashaw. Prelims start at 4, and the main card for that is at 7 p.m. And we'll be live on YouTube and Twitch for both of those with live reaction. We'll give a shout out to give a shout out to the Zanji for the music, and then Justin Starling for this song Grind. Check them guys out on Spotify. Both of them are putting out some bangers. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We'll be live here in a little over an hour at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Come join us for that. Check out that merch store. Hit us up follow us on social media. Please subscribe hit subscribe on that YouTube page and the bell for notifications. And I will see you guys. Don't forget, now we're live Monday through Friday with Easy Money. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 11. Hope everybody's having a good Monday and has a good week. Peace.
Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean and Meech. We had some pride, put it aside, cutting the pie with all the guys, made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What I decide, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, all of the time, 24/7, 365, gotta get mine, stay on my grind, This just in, more doing, less discussion. Killing every single beat I'm touching. Sick with it, need a Robitussin. Moving fast, but I'm never rushing. Damn boys really other son. Say you poppin', but I know you wasn't. Not my brother and you not my cousin. Yeah, nah, we